Hey guys, good afternoon. So, cuz I'm still with this Solomon David stuff, right? Cuz in order for me to do Solomon's story, David's story had to be peeked into. It's only right because it's important for us to know the history of things, right? So we can know how to be successful in life for real. So listen, because a lot of times we actually can be suffering behind things our parents or grandparents did. Get what I'm saying? Okay, follow me. Just follow me, right? In the process of shuffling through my beautiful Bible, I stumbled across Solomon's wives and concubines draw him into idolatry. Now, why is this important? Welp, because as I stated in the Proverbs of the Day video, Solomon is the author of Proverbs. He asked God for wisdom. God blessed him with wisdom and many other things. However, because there were certain spirits that he did not address and take care of, things went left. Because one thing I noticed is that with the title of being king, the spirit of pride can easily slither right in if you don't have the spirit of humility in you. Very easily. And that's with you being quote unquote sober, from narcotics or, alcohol or anything like that, But you can definitely be straight drunk in pride to where, guess what? Now you're no longer sober. Remember the sober Peter said to be? He said, be ye sober, for your adversary, the devil, is lurking, looking for whom he can devour. People only look at that from surface level, forgetting everything is spiritual. Life is spiritual. Every quote-unquote emotion is a spirit. You better know it. Anger, that's a spirit. Joy, that's a spirit. Hatred, that is a spirit. Envy, that is a spirit. Jealousy, that is a spirit. Love, that is a spirit. But anyway, so with that title of being king, if you do not have or request in a beggingly manner for humility, it can be so easy for you to fall. Right? Let's listen to what happened with Solomon, the wisest man dated in the Bible, who wrote the book of Proverbs. But King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Zodians, and Hittites. So remember that one song Ludacris did? I got different girls in different area codes, and then, just songs that glorify guys being with different women from different cultures and nationalities. That is literally the equivalent of that. Right, the Jay-Z girls. Right. Anyway. Okay. You know what? Because them revelations just be coming, guys. But anyway, that was the insider with me and my deity. So look, guys. Of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go into them, neither shall they come in unto you. God specifically told Solomon and the Israelites, don't mix and mingle with them folks. Why? Because they have demonic deities that they worship to, aka their gods. You know, like the Hindu gods, the Muslim god, the Buddha god statue, and all of that other demonic stuff. Yeah, all of that stuff is demonic. Just so you know. Newsflash. Just so you know. So that's the equivalent of that, right? With the whole statue worshiping and all of that weird Santa Maria. Santa Maria is also definitely demonic. If you're dealing with Santa Maria, beg Jesus Christ to rescue you from that and deliver you from that. And when he does, don't you dare go back. None of that stuff, actually. Yeah. And if you sacrificing animals or people, stop, because it's not going to end well for you. Also, don't be touching dead animals or people. That's the equivalent of don't touch no unclean thing. And then, because you know how you have some people who actually be intimate with corpse. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, that's what it means to not touch an unclean thing. While everybody acting like they know something, nobody took the time to actually study the word for real and get to know what he meant for real. Whole bunch of Pharisee propheliers, but that's okay. Everybody's about to get exposed this year. That's okay. Everybody hang tight and get your popcorn out and your seatbelts on. But check it, right? So, let's start that again at verse 2. Of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go into them, neither shall they come in unto you. For surely they will turn away your heart after their gods. And that's lowercase g gods, just so you know. They're talking about the demonic deities that these people worship, thinking that they're actually gods, but they're actually demonic deities. But there's plenty of videos posted on this channel for you guys to see what I'm talking about. So please feel free to enlighten yourself. Solomon clave unto these in love. I want to say lust in real life. He was drunk in the spirit of lust. Because the spirit of love is the spirit of God, which would have allowed him to have self-control. He would have only stuck with Pharaoh's daughter, and that would have been that. He would have just had the one wife. He would have... Self-control keeps you from having more than one wife. Hello? But anyway. Self-control. And he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines, and his wives turned away his heart. Now, in reality, if that's just not the equivalent of greed and over excess, I don't know what is, because why in the world would you need 1,000 women? Because 700 plus 300 is 1,000, right? Okay. Why would you need 1,000 women? There's literally not even 1,000 days in a year, which means you literally have less than one day a year to give to each woman. That is so disgusting and distasteful. Because now that means 999 men are without their wife because you're greedy, bobble-headed behind, wanting to hoard 999 women that you had no business even dealing with. But look what his greed for these 999 women caused him. For it came to pass, when Solomon was old, that his wives turned away his heart after other gods, and his heart was not perfect with the Lord, his capital G God. as was the heart of David, his father. What a coincidence. He didn't fall too far from the tree. You know that saying, the apple don't fall too far from the tree? Right. The familiar spirits. And because David could not gain the self-control and gather the humility to recognize that he was operating in pride, that generational demon transferred over to Solomon. People be thinking these quote-unquote characteristics are inheritedly passed down. Like, you know how somebody be like, oh, your mother had an attitude, so you got an attitude just like your mother? Yo, that's a demon. That's the spirit of quarrel. That's the spirit of confrontation that your mother chose not to address. So guess what? They see it worked on the mom, so now, boop, we finna send one to the daughter. What a coinky ding. The dad, oh, we see he likes to boink from woman to woman to woman and make mad kids all over the place and just, oh. So, what that spirit do with all of the kids he made? Go right up in them kids. And if it's not addressed in each child, they go out doing the same thing, and so on and so forth. Are you following me? Life is spiritual. This stuff is spiritual. Hello. So all of that, like, oh, like, sweetie, humble yourself. Humble yourself. Please. Please. Respectfully. Respectfully. There are so many people that walk around here so haughty and stiff-necked. And just so anybody who's listening to this knows, all jokes aside, God do not deal with the proud. He don't tolerate the proud. Because when you proud, you feel like you got it all, and nobody can tell you nothing, and you can get yourself out of any and everything. Okay, so do so, big dog. You got it. And that goes for male or female. Because when you operating through pride, oh, now you a big dog. Oh, now you got it. Oh, okay, you a big dog. Cool. As for me, though, I'm a cute little puppy princess. I don't know. I need my daddy every day. I need my daddy. Because I saw when I was operating through pride, it was extremely non-conducive. Extremely non-conducive. And I thank him for the humbling that he was able to allow me to see that. Because a lot of people don't see that. And a lot of people don't humble themselves. And they go right to the grave with that stiff, proud neck. And they end up right in hell with that stiff, proud neck. So now this makes me wonder where Solomon and David ended up for real. For Solomon went after Ashtoreth, the goddess of the Zidonians, and after Milcom, the abomination of the Ammonites. Now, interestingly enough, guys, just to prove a point of what I was telling y'all, that word, Ashtoreth, that is literally a demon. One of the demons I saw named in the dictionary of demons. Oh, boy. And what was the other one they said name? Milcom. Okay, go some A's. What is that? Yeah, Ashtoreth. Oh yeah, but I'm looking at the one about with the young, with the virgin, with the demon that specifically enters the young virgin boys. His name is Ultramat. Yeah, is one of the several demons said to guard the cardinal directions. He is named in a spell of divination that uses a young and virginal boy as the intermediary to the spirits, meaning they use the young virgin boy as his vessel. So whatever deeds that demon wants to carry out, it will enter a young virgin boy to do so. That is strictly and specifically why the Bible tells us to train up a child in the way they should go. Because if not, you're going to have a little demon baby on your hands. Then you're going to be offended if somebody in the spirit point it out. Don't be offended. Recognize what's going on and get that baby delivered respectfully. Don't be getting offended. Don't get mad at nobody because they, come on then. Yeah, I took a, Mazio. Here go one of them. But that's MA. Yeah, I'm about to get that book back because that book had too much, here go Ashtoreth right here. Right, see, I knew I was not bugging. I'm actually going to, let me send this over to the phone now. I knew I wasn't bugging. Okay, so Ashtoreth is the inquisitor and accuser. So this is a demon who's designated to inquiring and accusing people, like making false accusations against people and stuff. Yo. Yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, ooh, ooh. And the other one was Milcom. Is Milcom on here? No. Oh, let me see. Is Milcom on the... Oh, wait. Do I have a picture with Milcom? I might. Let me see. Madrio. Oh, now we at L's. I was a little bit all over the place with the book. And when I had got the book, I wasn't even, there was so much going on. I couldn't even, like, really get into the book how I wanted to. But I still grabbed some of what I can. There are some pictures in this phone as well. So I'm going to check those pictures that's over there to see if maybe it's over there. But let me finish reading to y'all, right? Okay, so now we read verse 5 about Solomon following after demons, which called themselves, well, the demon Ashtoreth was called herself a goddess, but as I just read to you all, that's clearly a demon. Okay, of the Zododians. So whatever nationality and background the Zododians are, that was their demonic deity that they worshipped, Ashtoreth. Right. And at first I didn't think this book was important, but oh my, how I'm seeing it actually has value. My. Nothing truly ever is by a coincidence. And Solomon did evil in the sight of the Lord and went not fully after the Lord, as did his father, as did David his father. What a coincidence. The apple not falling far from the tree. So because because David never addressed his demons, they were able to transfer over and into Solomon. This is why it's so important for us to know the history with our parents. This is why it's important for people to heal so they're not bleeding on their kids. Because technically bleeding on your kids is just a form of demon transfer. So that spirit of anger and hatred that you have in you, the one where you down bash the baby daddy and all this hate speech, crime and all that gibberish, you're transferring that hate spirit over to your child. Right. Nobody don't think about that part. When you're yelling at your child in a belittling manner, you're it's messing with their self-esteem, and their nervous system is damaging them. Right. And so then you're going to have someone who grows up and doesn't know how to communicate because they've been getting yelled at their whole life. So they don't even know how to properly communicate with people. Because it was never related and transferred down to them. But let us flip the page. This beautiful, blessed page. Then did Solomon build an high place for Chemosh. I think I have that demon in there as well. The abomination of Moab, in the hill that is before Jerusalem, and for Melech, the abomination of the children of Ammon. And likewise did he for all his strange wives, which burnt incense and sacrifice unto their lowercase gods. And the Lord was angry with Solomon because his heart was turned away from the Lord, capital G, God of Israel, which had appeared unto him twice, and had commanded him concerning this thing, that he should not go after their lowercase g gods. But he kept not that which the Lord commanded. Wherefore the Lord said unto Solomon, for as much as this is done of thee, and thou hast not kept my covenant and my statutes which I have commanded thee, I will surely rend the kingdom from thee, and will give it to thy servant. Now withstanding in thy days, I will not do it for David thy father's sake, but I will rend it out of the hand of thy son. Yo, he sure did. Because Solomon's son, the kingdom, Solomon's son was supposed to be king, but it got snatched away from him by this other guy who was this really evil king who turned the people to false gods. Yo, he sure did. Yo, God is a man of his word. Yo. But will give one tribe to thy son for David, my servant's sake, and for Jerusalem's sake, which I have chosen. Yo. So then the Lord stirred up an adversary unto Solomon, Hadad the Edomite. He was the king's seed in Edom. For it came to pass when David was in Edom, and Joab the captain of the host was gone up to bury the slain, after he had smitten every male in Edom, for 6 months did Joab remain there with all Israel, until he had cut off every male in Edom, that Hadad fled, he and certain Edomites of his father's servants with him, to go into Egypt, Hadad being yet a little child. So this is pretty much, God raising up some enemies for Solomon in reference to his rebellion. Now, before, when Solomon had enemies, when he was obeying God and worshiping him only, God would always give him the victory. But it was when Solomon turned away from God that God could no longer protect him. Respectfully, you left me. I didn't leave you. You left me. And I told you not to go over there and do that, but you went over there and you did that. Solomon, not knowing them girls was worshiping demons. Yo, everything that glitters is not gold, guys. Please, I'm begging y'all, take the time to take a break from this relationship stuff and genuinely seek the face of God about who he wants you to be with. Because when you end up with anybody outside of that, you're going to end up in situations where your life is going to be hell on earth, and God won't even be able to protect you because you left his covering. You left his protection. He didn't leave you. You left to go demon worship. Hello? And since you felt like those demons were worth worshiping, please feel like they're, the ones you should call for saving. Respectfully. Because I was the one originally saving and protecting you. But since you went against me and my protection wasn't good enough, okay, let them protect you. And a lot of y'all can see how them demons leave y'all dirty and stranded. Yo, a lot of them people, when they convert from that stuff, they be like,
my ancestors turned on me. My spirit guides, they turned on me.
The one who had the spirit guide, that's the one who grabbed her skull with the claw. Yo, her spirit guide did that to her. Y'all up there thinking them things is y'all friend. Them is demons. But I got good news. They are not more powerful than Jesus Christ. Please know and understand that. But you gonna have to humble yourself and call on Jesus Christ. And once you do that, don't look back, because you will turn to a pillar of salt. Meaning you will die. Them demons will take you up out of here. They sure enough will. They sure enough will. I used to wonder what my daddy meant when he said that, but now he just gave it to me through wisdom. I promise y'all. That is exactly what will happen. God save you from fornication. You look back, God forbid. You get that uncurable and it take you out of here. That's his fault because you went back? No. You get with somebody who end up you playing with them, playing with their feelings, and they take you up out of here. Is that his fault? He told you, he rescued you the first time and you chose to go back. So would that be his fault? Right. We don't think about that part. We just want to look at it at the oh God, why me part. But he told us not to do certain things, and we went against the grain. And when we go against the grain, certain consequences happen. So when these consequences happen, we have to respect that. Right or wrong? Oh, okay. I'm just checking. With the people who trying to be real around here. Because I don't like dealing with fake people. I can't. Beloved, you're bewitched. If you're fake, you're bewitched. Because you're super demonically charged. To be fake is to mean you have hate for me in your heart, but you're like smiling in my face. Why? For all that, just don't say nothing to me. Because with me, I wear my heart on my sleeve. However I feel about you, you're going to see it on my face. What I need to hide it for? I might don't got to say it, but you're going to see it on my face. Right. A lot of y'all like to put on these little smiles, but in y'all head, there's a whole wicked room up there. But don't fret. My daddy heard it. He taking care of it. The same way y'all do sneak the snake behind the scenes. My daddy do vindications behind the scenes. You better know it. And my daddy is Jesus Christ, just in case anybody is wondering who I be talking about when I say that. Girl, that man saved me. Still saves me. Keeps me every day. That is my daddy. Boombaye. Yes, he is. But if you have not already given your heart to Christ, please do so. The sooner the better. And just admit to him, that, hey, Jesus, I'm a sinner. And I'm not perfect. And I don't want to keep trying to fight these battles on my own. I ain't that strong. I need your help. Tap him in the ring. He got it. I promise he got it. But you got to tap him in. Right? You got to be humble enough to tap him in. Too many times we try to put on capes and look and act like we superheroes. Man, go sit your made from dust you came, made from dust you gonna return behind down somewhere. You want to put on a cape? Go figure out how you can please God, for real. That's the best way you're going to be a hero to him. Seek ways of pleasing him and putting a smile on his face. So many times we get so selfish and so caught up in just, I, me, I, me. He just be sitting up there like, oh, okay. I ain't heard me mention yet, but okay. And we just make all these plans and just do all these things and just, the beautiful present that he blesses us with, aka time. We just choose to do what we want with it. Never even checking in with him what he want us to do with it. Never even trying to spend any of it with him. Like we got it like that. Like we could just make time. Who's going in the lab to make time? Let me know. Please let me know. I didn't think so. Right. None of the scientists could do that. And they never will. Just so you know. But God, he's the author of everything. And he's present in the past, the present, and the future. He's omnipresent, omnipotent, omni-knowing. Beloved, don't ever think he's too busy not to watch you and know what you're doing. His eyes is everywhere and anywhere all the time, every time. And he's up 24/7 watching over his word to see who knows it, who's reciting it, so he can perform it out in their lives. Ooh, y'all didn't know that part. But it works better when you operate outside of fornication and stuff like that. But see, you got to know what your biggest chokehold is. For me, I mentioned fornication so much because that was one of my biggest chokeholds, even down to masturbation. Yeah. That's another form of fornication that's a chokehold. And I tell you something ironic. I know someone who literally struggled with that spirit really bad and struggled to get delivered from it. And oh my goodness, man. He's no longer with us. He's no longer with us. And it just, that's a spirit that we have to seriously seek deliverance for. Because if not, it's something that can be a chokehold for you, slinging you straight to hell. You're going to want to make sure daily you're reading Psalms 139 verses 23 and 24. I'm going to it right now for you guys. Just going to ask him from your heart, genuinely say, search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Amen. Just say that to him. He's going to help you out. It wasn't until I started saying that from my heart that he was able to show me that I had some pride residue, and he was flashing back to me about vanity and the things that I did struggle with that he helped me with, just so I don't go back into them. So guys, when you say that from your heart, I promise you he will do exactly that. He will lead you in the way everlasting, y'all. Like, just ask him with a sincere heart. I promise you he will. Everybody's deliverance is different because everybody struggles with different things. And one thing I notice is that subconsciously everybody struggles with addiction, whether it be food, drugs, sex, money. People struggle with addiction because we're supposed to have an addiction. So try to shift it towards Christ and reading the word and spending time with him. And I promise you, life is going to start hitting real different. The sun is going to start shining a little bit brighter for you. And just the birds are going to chirp a little. Come on, you hear my babies in the back. That was no coincidence. I'm about to get super emotional, so I'm going to get up out of here. But we love you guys so much. And please, from your heart, every day, as much as you can, be asking him to search you and know your heart and to try your thoughts. Because our thoughts are louder to him than what we say. And see if there be any wicked way in me and lead me in the way everlasting. Because the last thing we want is to have a demonic voice leading us to hell. No, that ain't cool. That ain't cool. If we want to be led anywhere, let it be in the way everlasting, huh? Come on now. And if we want to be addicted to anything, let it be this word. So look, self-control is actually one of the fruits of the Spirit. I would encourage you to get that first. One of the best ways to activate self-control is to awaken the spirit man. The best way to awaken your spirit man is to fast. So, like me personally right now, I'm just at a point where I'm not even letting any food enter my body before 12 p.m. But I'm making sure I consume more than at least like 4 or 5 chapters of the word before then. You get what I mean? Like, I'm getting the real living bread before I put in the perishable bread. The word is the living bread because this is the word that can refresh and revive your spirit to where, like, yo, oh my gosh. You stick on this channel, you stick with this journey, I promise you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about. And please, I want to say this. I actually probably might do a whole separate little short video disclaimer. Y'all, when it comes to this channel, no monetization, no stupid ad interruptions, no asking for no money, no donations, none of that dumb stuff. Yo, that's not how my daddy want us to operate. When it comes to people operating in their ministry, no. Now, people giving love offerings, that's one thing. He will instruct those who he will instruct when he instructs them. You understand? But as far as asking for, nah, I'm not going to do that. And if, God forbid, some demonic deity tries that garbage through this channel, first of all, let me bind that up in the name of Jesus right now and loose that plan to the pit of hell. But if somehow it slithers through a crack in the future, guys, please, super flag it. Super flag it, super report it on site. Don't give nobody a dime. Y'all, nobody a dime. I'm not even playing. I'm not. Because my reward is heavenly. Yeah, the reward I'm getting for doing this work is heavenly. Yeah, so it's going in my spiritual bank account. So I ain't tripping on that part. You feel me? That is my reward. So I'm going to be obedient for that part. But guys, please, just know I'm not finna get down like that. And if that slithers in here somehow demonically, just report it expeditiously. And also drop in the comments that it happened, so I can bind it up in the name of Jesus and lose it to the pit of hell. Cancel, denounce, and renounce it on site. But we love you guys. Please behave and just truly put Christ and God first in everything, y'all. And I promise, life and the little orchestrated schemes and scams that the enemy sets for you, you'll be able to detect them more and know how to maneuver and handle them more better. Yeah. But anyway, we love you guys so much. Please behave. Think it not strange. And most importantly, Jesus te ama.